intentional change. Welcome to the Magic is Messy podcast. The crowd goes wild. Welcome, sisters, misters, witches, and wizards. Boys, girls, diamonds, and pearls, welcome back to the Magic is Messy podcast. I am your co-host, Kitty D.
Your hostess, coastess.
Yeah, you know what? From the Midwest, coastess.
Coaster.
And this, across from me,
It's Ace. It's me.
ooh-wee, ooh-wee. We still haven't nailed that yet. Damn it. We'll get it. Welcome, Ace.
Welcome.
How you feeling? What a feeling. How you feeling?
Okay, ooh, we went to lots of music right there. I thought we were doing What a Feeling is Believing.
Oh, okay. We could have gone there.
Or I thought we were going Fame route.
Yeah,
there you go.
Take
Do you remember that lyric that's like, take your passion? I always thought they said, take your pants off.
Oh, nice. Best misheard lyrics, right?
What's your best misheard lyric?
I think you were talking about it with me the other day. It's like, wrapped up like a douche. We were talking about that one.
Blinded by the light.
Yep. That's a great
Wrapped
one.
up like a douche.
No.
Held up like a douche.
Something like that.
There's a whole...
No, do you remember, God, what was it? Even downtown, voices carry.
Oh, yeah.
And you were like, keep it down now. And I'm like, shut the front door. I've been saying, even downtown. Voices carry by Till Tuesday, by the way.
But I do feel like downtown voices do carry.
They do carry,
but
I mean, they're bouncing off the buildings, right? So it's not stupid that I thought even downtown.
Totally. Okay, this is so off topic.
But hey, we're leading into.
We're leading into. You know the song Macarena, when she's talking in the middle, and then she says talking about her boyfriend being
Yep.
And I always thought she's like, but he was out of town, and his two friends were so nice.
So fine.
Oh, so fine, yeah. But I always thought it was, but he was an Italian.
But he was an Italian, and his two friends. That's
it works.
I like that one.
Come on now.
Sisters and misters, witches and wizards, I would love to challenge you to write us a comment with your favorite misheard lyrics. Or one that you yourself have been saying incorrectly for potentially your whole life. I was today years old when I found out. Like, those are my favorite. So, misheard lyrics, love that. Yeah. Welcome back to the Magic is Messy podcast.
The party that we are today.
The party! Yeah.
Everybody. Okay.
Well, I was going into 1999, which, rest in peace, Prince. We just hit 10 years.
I know.
We just hit 10 years of my pre-aunts, my Purple Kingdom Prince being gone from this earthly realm.
How are you doing about it?
I'm all right.
Are you?
I'm all right. Ain't nobody worried about me.
Let me be the one who does all the easy Prince song lyric references today, and you do the hard ones, because I don't know any of the hard ones.
Okay. Well, we'll do our best. How about that?
Okay.
Any Prince lyrics reference coming on? Awesome.
Okay.
Prince, miss you every day, brother. Thank you so much for everything you've done for me.
Please be here with us.
And I got the chance to in the Coven Collective. I got the chance to share that on that day that he died was the day that I stepped into my practice.
Wow.
It was the day that I just started talking to him, because I was like, well, if you're gone, then maybe you're up there and you can talk back to me, and maybe we can, and it was just super cool when I would be really thinking about difficult things in my life or what have you. I'd be visualizing or whatever. I'd see a Prince symbol on a car, or all of a sudden Little Red Corvette would come on the radio. Oh. The biggest one was I was really standing in my power and realizing that the marriage I was in was no longer meant for me, and I was no longer meant for it, and we had grown apart, and it was time to separate. And in this crazy moment, I was with my mother in Florida. We were in a rented car, whatever, and we're on the highway, and I almost get cut off by this big truck. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh my goodness gracious, I'm so glad I was paying attention. Well, I see a lot in license plates. Mm-hmm. And the license plate right in front of me, it was a Florida license plate. There's only one in the entire state of Florida. It said, I looked at my mom and I said, does that say what I think it is? And she's like, hold on, let me take a picture of it. So she takes a picture and we zoom in. Do you want to guess at what was on that license plate?
Well, I mean...
One word.
Prince.
Yes. Prince.
Wow.
And I was like, shut the front and the back door, bro.
No doors.
No doors.
No doors. No notes.
No, yeah. I was like, I got it. Thank you. I got it.
He said, stop driving so fast.
Well, and maybe that too, not sure, but he, he's like, yo girl, I need you to know this right now. Oh. And it really did. So those are the moments, and I know we all have our ways of picking up on signs, but Prince has been my sign guy.
I love the sign
for
guy.
10 years, and really has helped me to embrace that there are powers above, powers within, powers as below is so above type of a mentality, and it's really great.
Have you ever gone to Paisley Park?
I have. Quite a few times.
But have you done anything witchy there? On purpose?
No, I have not. I did things under the bridge downtown. There is Lake and Park. So I used to live in Chanhassen because at the time I joked with my then husband when we were looking for a house. I was like, I want to live next to Prince. And he's like, really? Because we found a house in Chanhassen. No shit. It was crazy. So I used to teach these crazy bouncing boot classes. They're called Kangoo Jumps, and it was, Kangoo with Kitty and High Five Fit. I used to be a really big fitness coach, leader type of a mentality, type of an energy, and I really enjoyed that. And I taught classes at a place called Lake Ann or Lake Susan, one of those in Chanhassen. And there is a bridge that you can walk underneath Highway 5, and people draw in it, and people do a lot of things, a lot of graffiti bridge. That's not the one. That's actually in Eden Prairie, but they made this under tunnel bridge into a very beautiful Prince graffiti-esque type of a place. I don't know if it's still there. I haven't been there in a while. But I do remember doing some Prince-related spiritual, talk to him things in that bridge. So yes, I have and I haven't. Okay. But I do remember the one time that I went to Paisley Park and saw, and I was in the sound stage, and it was set up for a show. And I was dressed like Prince, and I was jamming and whatever, and I remember looking at the stage, and I turned around to talk to my friend, and in the sound booth, Prince was standing right in the sound booth.
And so
I remember looking at him, and he looked at me, and I was like...
You had a moment.
I had a moment.
Oh my God.
I don't know if he was really looking at me because he was wearing sunglasses, but girl, I felt it. I felt it!
And not to mention, not only did you, he's clearly with you. So obviously,
Take me with you.
Yes.
There was one.
Is that right?
That was a deep cut. Well, kind of a deep cut from Purple Rain.
Okay.
I don't care where we go. I don't care what we do. I don't care, pretty baby. Just take me with you.
Yeah.
And I'm going to take you with me into this episode. Thank you for letting me talk about Prince for a little bit. That was very healing. I appreciate that. Yeah.
Yeah.
We also, on April 21st was Prince's 10-year anniversary, and April 22nd was Earth Day.
Yes.
Yes. So I would like our beautiful segue into this. I would like our episode to center around what the fuck is grounding.
Ground worship. That's
now,
what we're doing today.
Have you heard the term grounding? What does it mean to you? What does it bring up to you? We have not talked at all
grounding
about
means
notes.
I didn't do my chores.
Oh,
I didn't do my chores. So I am.
You are grounded.
I'm imprisoned to my bedroom, which as an introvert, as a child, not so bad.
Well, it wasn't too bad, was it?
No,
I didn't mind being grounded.
I don't have to talk to people?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can just listen to Backstreet Boys all day? Okay.
More like reading the Never-Ending Story.
Ooh.
That's, getting lost in my books. Yes. Exactly.
Yeah. Yes, being grounded, that actually does bring up something in me, right? Discipline.
Yes.
I need to discipline you. You're grounded. Totally brings up inner child stuff.
But I have to laugh about where that would have come from in a parenting sense. Does it mean you're grounding a flight? Like a plane? You're not allowed to fly anymore? You're
stuck here. You're grounded. You're rooted.
Yeah. You're glued. It should be you're imprisoned to your room. That was the ultimate situation. You're imprisoned from whatever we've decided you're going to be imprisoned.
You are not allowed to leave this house.
Yes. I remember my husband when he was a teenager, and he was such a good kid, but his parents were really controlling, and they grounded him forever once. And I'm like,
oh my gosh, you're grounded forever?
Yes, and as a parent, for parents listening,
the
you guys can
that they
understand
said
it.
With that.
Well, here's what happens. You can't ground someone forever because you don't have anywhere to go after that. If you ground somebody forever, then kids are like, well, fine, fuck it.
Forever.
I'll go and do whatever I want, because what's the worst punishment than being grounded forever?
You're right.
So I'm just saying, in your
now I'm gonna get into all the shit.
Don't ground your kids forever, because there's nowhere to go.
PSA from my ace baby: do not ground your kids forever till I reach the higher ground.
Ooh,
oh, I know, right?
Yeah.
Little Stevie Wonder / Red Hot Chili Peppers there.
I don't like it. Mashing it up
that bass. Yeah, man. So grounding in a spiritual practice / witchcraft / it's not exclusive to witchcraft, but I feel utilized very heavily or revered very heavily in witchcraft is the practice of connecting your physical realm with your spiritual realm.
Okay.
Grounding is the practice of being in the moment, being present, and that creates a balance and a connection. And I feel, take what you need, the rest you can leave, as always. I feel like the constant reminder of how important grounding is to the expansion of your practice, because the way I look at it, right, the more grounded you are, or the more connected you are into the earth, into the gratitude for your body, the more grounded you are, or the more present you are to your lower chakras, your safety, your creativity, your sacral. We were just talking about your sacral chakra, right? The creativity version, the purpose version,
the root,
the root. Exactly. Yes, when you are connected into your root chakra. The more connected you are into there, the deeper you are in there, the more present you are to that power, the more, the higher ground, the higher you can get. Can you take me higher?
Okay, there we go. I got you.
The higher you can get into the spiritual realms as well. So if you think about it as this continuous, beautiful release and recalibrate and recharge loop, the deeper you are in your grounding practice, the higher you can get in your cosmic practice. Does that connect?
It connects.
And you are the middle. You are the middle ground.
Yes.
Yep.
Like I am the re.
Little girl, you're in the middle of the ride. Everything will be just fine. Everything will be alright.
A little hard this morning.
Jimmy Eat World.
No, but you would say, when you said I'm in the middle, then I would be the re in the Oreo.
Oh.
So instead of O.
You would be the re. Oh, I see you though. Oh, that's cute. Because that re in between the Oreo, the O of Oreo.
Yes.
The re is the recalibrate, the recharge, the reflect, the realign, the re.
The re.
Yeah.
Why do I want an Oreo now though?
I wouldn't mind
I know.
an Oreo if
Let's
you had one.
manifest a quick one.
But then that brings up like cheap Oreos. Do you remember Hydrox? The cheap motherfucking Oreos.
If they were chopped up in a shake, they were fine.
You wouldn't notice.
No.
They were softer. They were softer, I feel.
No, I feel like they were harder to absorb.
Really? Could be.
More plastic in them, I guess.
Yeah. Well. Okay, so back to grounding. What I really would love to bring up in this episode, and because we are embarking into Taurus season. At this time of this recording, we are currently in Taurian season.
How you feeling?
I love it.
I know you're in. You're in your vibe.
I'm a girl's girl. I'm a Taurus. You know what I'm saying?
I know, you are Taurus-y.
I belong to Mother Gaia Earth Jam. And when you bring up Taurus, and when I can really sink into, like, I want you to think about this big, beautiful fat bowl just sitting in the sunshine, surrounded by sunflowers or, daisies, whatever's popping up, like springtime.
What now? Let me see. I think about the horniness,
snacks and naps. Oh, horns, yeah. Oh, yeah. And we're horny because we're sensual. Like that's the horny that a Taurus reaches.
I'm like, is it like shiny horns or is it like craggy ones with shit hanging off?
Oh.
Okay, where are we at?
How about they're utilized, like they're real, they're authentic, used. You can grab onto them, right? They're used. But they're full of wisdom and full of experience. And from them drape, beautiful flower crowns of, little dandelions and things that are sprouting up here in the spring.
I'm digging it.
So if you got that visual, like a Taurian, it's speaking for myself, take what you need, the rest you can leave. We really love sinking into the present moment. I believe as the first earth sign of the zodiac. I
thought Aries was the first.
No, the first earth sign.
Oh, earth sign.
Aries is a fire sign. So gotcha. Aries starts the fire. And now Taurians are. Oh, I'm sorry. Earth. Go ahead.
No,
it was always there. The way was there. Okay, you got it. Did you get the sneeze out? Got you. You got you.
I got you.
Billy Joe. So the Taurian, being the first earth sign, gives the fire of the Aries, the idea, the spark, the flame, if you will, the Thoth, Lord of the Flame. Okay. The flame now gets a place to stabilize.
Okay.
Gets a place to take a stronghold, of getting a footing.
Well, ultimately for a fire to catch on something, yeah?
Yeah, sure. We be the wood that the fire is catching on.
Love it.
The strong, stable, bull, if you will. And the grounding portion of this, and the reason I love bringing up the grounding is because Taurus season really asks you, because here in the Northern Hemisphere, we're getting into spring season. Finally, it happened to me. Goddess, thank you. Right?
Minnesotans at the end of winter are fucking feral.
Chomping at the feral, however you want to pronounce that shit. It is what we are.
We are Colin Farrell. That's what we are.
Colin Farrell.
Or we can be Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell, indeed.
I love how you've abandoned that sip 3 times.
I'm trying. So we drink tea, and I'm in the middle of it, and I picked up this damn cup 3 times, and I'm so in the middle of the conversation. I'm like, I ain't got time for this.
I got you, girl. You can
I'm spilling the tea on the microphone, girl.
I'll hold them accountable while you drink. It's fine.
Thank you for noticing that. Side bay. I'm spilling tea, chickadee.
We're all gonna stop and take a break when she takes a sip, so she can just
Ready? Break. Everyone take a sip break.
Okay,
ready? Sip break.
Cheers
sip
first.
break.
Okay, there. Okay. Did it just come out your nose too? I was waiting for the biggest slip. Okay, anyway, I'm sorry.
I wish we had a video of that.
God, we're so
Thank you for the sip break, ladies and gents,
grounded.
sisters and misters. Yeah. And also like that squirrely feeling. Let's bring it back to spring, right? And then we'll go on to being squirrely and swirly. So the spring brings you this, or to me, take what you need, the rest you can leave. I can't wait to get outside. I can't wait to soak up the sun.
Yes.
I can't wait to get my feet barefoot on the ground, and I can't wait to
feel
the elements.
Oh, yeah.
Connecting into the elements, right? Sensuality in Taurus season, sensuality rules supreme. Diana Ross and the Supremes. Okay. You know what I'm seeing?
I'm imagining Diana Ross with big like bull horns on today.
Put them on. Get horny with your bad self.
Get horny.
Yep. Me so horny. That came out of nowhere.
It came out of your sacral.
It did. It came out of my root chakra. So body awareness, being aware of the ground beneath you, like that to me is grounding, is connecting back into the present moment, back into nature. And that connection is going to bring balance. It's going to help this centered connection. When you realize that your body is your home and bringing it back into your body, because if you're feeling like, feeling crazy in the sense of, like you said, your head is up in the clouds, you need to bring it back down to earth.
Right.
Those are the kind of idioms that we use, like get your head out of the clouds. Like this is the anchor moment.
Okay.
So grounding is your anchor, so you can go further up into the clouds and feel safe while doing so.
Okay.
But when we don't work on our anchor, when we don't create that space of safety back in our home, we get lost in this cosmicness, and we get lost in the dreamy and lost in the fantasy and lost in the whimsy.
And that's bad.
But to have a home, no, it's not bad.
Okay, good.
But to have a home to take that whimsy and bring it back to, so you can utilize it in your practice and move forward with it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's the loop. Like, here's the amazingness that I figured out when I was up in my subconscious, or up in my, beautiful, whimsical spot, my fantastical area, my visualizations, my dreams and meditation. And now I'm going to bring it back home so I can do something with it. And it has this strong foothold. Mm-hmm. I have this dream, or I have this thing that I want to start, this project that seems amazing and seems fun during Aries, but now I want to bring it back home somewhere and start to do something with it.
That's where I think I fall short.
Because, you and a silly human.
Well, I mean, and I also live in a world of water, right? So I'm always like...
You live in water world with Kevin Costner?
I live in water world.
For a birch?
But at the end of the day, like, that's why I'm grateful for you in my life. Because you bring in some grounding.
I'm your Taurus.
You are my grounding. I'm grounded when I'm around you. But because I'm
not in trouble, though.
Well, I appreciate that. But I think I feel like... you ever feel like you're floating 2 inches off the ground at all times? 2 feet off the ground? I do. All the time. Like, some people will be like, oh, I like your shoes. I'm like, I'm wearing shoes.
Walking in Memphis.
That's right.
Walking with my feet on a meal. What does he say? Doesn't he like floating? Bruce Springsteen?
I don't remember.
Walking with my feet feet off a beal. Something.
I'm getting confused with Free Falling.
What I'm saying is you're literally floating through life.
I am. Dancing through life. You don't know that.
Dancing in the streets. We got a lot of them.
We do.
Walking on the ceiling. That's what you're doing. That's what you're dancing on the ceiling. Son of a beach. I'm gonna Lionel,
I'm gonna
all night long, Lionel. All night long, Lionel.
Hello.
Is it me? Oh, God. Okay, back to it. Bringing it back down to the earth realm is what you feel you have a disconnection with.
Yes.
That presence and being in the now, do you feel swirly and, unfocused? Like I said, head on the, like frazzle, down and Fraggle Rock, frazzled. Mrs. Frazzle?
Well, do I feel frazzled?
Do you feel frazzled? Unfocused?
Yes, and I think that the reason why I feel that way has more to do with my hormones.
Sure.
So I do feel really disconnected and
you
crazy.
Silly woman human.
Well, like they've showed charts of women going through perimenopause and like how it looks like a fucking pinball machine of how your hormones. Yes. So I think for me, I do feel really untethered right now. But the realizing that as I'm moving through that stuff, I'm still learning about how to be in this space.
Sure.
But it is a very weird, untethered place. So when you say, do you feel grounded? Do you feel stable? Do you feel stability? The answer is emphatically, nah.
And in that, my next question is, do you feel safe?
No.
Don't yell. Bitch just yelled at me.
But here's why. I
got you.
Because
space.
That is the secret I've been keeping from everyone.
Oh my goddess, Becky, look at her butt.
That is exactly why. And so that's probably why this time of year triggers me a little bit, because I don't feel safe.
You don't feel safe, don't feel grounded, don't feel present,
yes.
Balanced.
Nope. All of that, sitting down on the ground and being present sounds like murder to me.
What?
Yeah.
Murder?
Well, maybe not murder.
A bunch of crows?
Death. Oh, a collection of blackbirds.
Feels very uncomfortable.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
But worse.
Which also signifies to me like,
yes.
Bitch needs this right now, now.
Yes.
So red lights are flashing for me.
And for me.
And for you too.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. But the benefit of being able to float to it, feet off the ground at all times.
Give me the red light special all through the night.
Ooh.
TLC, red light special? Mm-hmm. Oh, that was a good one. You just flowed into that. You were dancing and everything.
Oh, I was singing something else.
Oh.
But the reality is, just floating through and trying to but recognizing that part of that feeling, right, that floating that I want to do or that I'm drawn to is part of the untethered feeling, which is like, duh.
Which is what you subscribe to, and it's your comfort zone. So the untetheredness or the unregulated.
Yes.
It's not even about safety per se. Like, because root chakra, to me, what I have learned in my studies is root chakra really deals with safety in your physical realm. Like, are you okay at home?
Oh.
And if you're okay in your outer home, now it's time to look in your inner home. And it doesn't feel like you are regulated and or balanced or connected or present to the power of your inner home and untethered or anchored, right?
Anchored, right. And I would say, I would speak to the outer home piece. Like, am I safe in my home? Yes.
Yeah.
Does my body perceive safety in my home? No.
Got it.
Because I have 3 teenagers.
Understood. Not understood. But I hold space for that.
So I have 3 teenagers and and one of them is graduating high school, and there's all kinds of things being challenged and energy being uprooted, and so my house feels a bit like a war zone. I mean, it's not a war zone. I'm safe, listener. It's not. I'm being dramatic.
It's an emotional.
Yeah,
it's an emotional
upheaval.
Got you. Okay.
So as a result,
we were talking about tower moments, kind of an idea, upheaval. So that's kind of what's going on.
So and then I have a 25-year-old house, so those things break.
Got you.
So safety, no, and yes, the reality is. Do I
at lower foundational levels, yes. And when you dig deeper into, do I feel emotionally safe? Do I feel, you feel physically safe?
Yes.
And the emotional unsafety, unregulation is starting to make its way into your physical as well. Okay.
Yes.
Now I understand where you are.
Yes.
So with these red lights and pew, 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 all of this, we'll call it, the crazy. When you feel, God dang it, goddess, why do I feel so fucking crazy? Like I can't regulate my emotions either.
Yes.
Or I lash out, or I withdraw, or I disassociate. Dissociate.
God, I love to dissociate.
Yeah.
I don't even know what happens
Hello,
when I'm doing
human,
that.
again and again and again. This squirrely feeling. What's swirling around you right now?
It just got real cold in here.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just...
paying attention to your body.
Prince?
Yeah. Hello, sir. Hello, Prince. More, please.
I was manifesting him, so I thought maybe he showed up.
This lower chakra safety and protection need. That's where this grounding practice, when we add it into, in just small ways, it doesn't have to be anything absolutely crazy. Adding grounding into your practice can be as easy and simple as putting a hematite in your pocket to feel the weight of it and remember to root and be present to your body. Taurus is very sensual. And when I say sensual, what does that bring up?
Well, sensual, usually I hear that heard in terms of sex.
Yeah.
But sensual, I'm also learning sensual just means like 5 senses.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Sensuality can lead to much more sexual arousal.
Right.
Because you are present in your body in the moment, into the feelings of the touch, the sight, the smell, the hearing, all of it, the taste, all of it. So when you unplug, or I should say plug into your sensuality, that's where this grounding presence or this grounding moment can become more available to you. Right. And, you think about sitting, you said the thought of sitting outside on the earth or just going to sit outside on the ground feels like murder.
Yeah.
They call it murder.
Murder.
Why do you feel like being present to your senses and trying to connect and be present in the moment, why does that feel so stingy to you?
I think from my personal journey is like, if I slow down, I have to deal with it.
Oh,
if I slow down, if I sit down and be present, then I have to feel the things I'm trying to not feel.
I felt that in my sacral and my solar plexus. Like,
I know.
Okay.
It hurts.
Thanks.
It's an upset tummy. I get it.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, that, I think you have to stop and deal with whatever is chasing you.
Deal with. Yeah. Grounding gives you space to recalibrate and, in essence, deal with.
And I don't want to,
and
because
ain't nobody busy. Me.
I'm tired of running, so I can't deal with it.
I don't give a damn about my bad reputation. I don't want to do that. But that's the come back down to earth moment that we deserve. We get to add that into our practice. And coming at it from that way, like connecting your physical body to add more into your spiritual consciousness is a practice that you get to do. And we get to plug into it. And we get to release into the earth. Because I think one thing that I continuously need the reminder of is everything that I'm holding on to and the deal with it, like the angst and like the choking, the punch to the gut, those feelings, we can release those into the earth and then release that energy, because that energy can be used elsewhere. We don't necessarily need to hold on to it. So now if I say, you sitting on the earth and connecting into the grass and feeling the sun and smelling the flowers and tasting chocolate or tasting, whatever, tasting the sweet tea, whatever it is that you are in the moment of. If that practice gives you space to release all of the tension and the claws and the arrows in your back, would it be more inviting to you?
I think so, and I think that's the goal, right? Is to try to create a place where you feel happy being grounded, right? Like, I find that I feel very regulated and grounded somehow when I'm in the pool.
Oh, and that's a perfect segue. Thank you.
You're welcome.
When you're in water, you as a water sign, water grounds you.
Yep.
It makes you snap back into your body or the resistance of the water against your hands. And doing that at an ocean, a lake, a river. Oh, had you never thought about that?
No. Something just said yes. So I do feel that way when I'm near water or when I'm in it. So we have a pool in our backyard, and we meticulously do our best to maintain this pool, and it's very clean and it's free of chlorine, it's free of salt. You haven't been in it yet, so you'll see.
I'm very much looking forward to it.
It's beautiful and it's magical and it's clean and it tastes
whimsical?
good. You could even drink it, quite honestly. It's really a good pool. Anyway, maybe not drink it, but when I'm in it, I'm like instantly transformed and I don't want to get out. I could be sunburned and I don't want to get out.
Okay.
My skin could hurt from having water on it for too long and I still don't want to get out. Because I just feel like I'm like Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, for God's sake.
Yeah.
I'm all water. I'm nothing but water. I'm just a puddle of water on the floor.
Oh, you're so much more than water, but I do understand.
Well, I appreciate that. And I know that my instinct is just like, get me to your water now.
Yeah, Like a dry sponge when you're not in
100%.
it. Yeah, okay.
And so, so I'm a crispy, dry sponge by the end of spring, and it's like, get me in the fucking water. I don't even care if it's cold or nothing.
Understood.
So when I'm around water, when I'm in water, but here's something interesting. This was what came to me when I had like my little moment. I avoid, this is a weird confession.
Dude, throw it down.
I don't love getting in the shower or getting out of the shower. I don't love the transition there. So I will avoid it. I mean, not...
Oh, girl, that's what that smell be in this studio.
I was just
going
to say, kidding. Please tell the listeners I smell good.
She smells aight.
Okay. You said aight. Oh, no. Now I'm going to be mental for the rest of the podcast.
No, goddess, no.
But just how... But I think some of that could be just the possible ADHD that's been masked by menopause. You know what I mean? Like perimenopause. It could be just the transition coming in and out of. But sometimes those transitions even feel too big for me.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So the thought of any transition
is,
I don't want to say debilitating, but it's...
Almost.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. And I don't know if that's related to this. I'm sure grounding would probably
definitely
help me.
something to think about.
Yeah.
Like, could you add grounding into this like, thinking about getting into the shower? When you touch the handle, can you feel the handle and the coldness or the heat of the handle and bring yourself to your body there first before even turning on the water so that you are in control of said transition?
You know what's interesting? Actually, thank you for processing this with me because
I'm your mirror, baby. Reflection. Yes. Thank you so much, sister.
I noticed that when I have a little bit of the wowie weed on board.
Oh, okay, understood.
When I have a little bit of the 3 letters of weed on board, then I find myself...
The green fairies?
Yeah, the green fairies. Thank you for helping me. When I have that on board, I find that I'm very much willing to get into the shower because I'm not in my head so much anymore.
Okay.
So then I get in the shower and I'm like,
medicine.
Oh my gosh, that heat feels so good. Oh my gosh, that soap suds feels so good. Oh my gosh, it feels good to wash.
So what
my
I'm
hair.
hearing is partaking in plant medicine is a grounding. It helps you to ground, or at least not be so swirly, disconnected. It helps your focus.
The head gets quieter and the body gets. It almost balances me out, to be honest.
So that in its way, what you just said to me was that is a grounding practice for you. Yes. So you are grounding, now utilizing that as a stepping stone, because you can't just go from 0 to 100 in your grounding practice.
Right.
It takes step by step.
Ooh, baby. But here's what's interesting. Even, almost nightly to help me sleep, okay? Sure. As I meander through this hormonal shift. But also, it's so interesting that you were saying that I find myself using plant medicine as a way to, when I say ground, like you're grounded. Like,
now you're
that's
staying
the energy.
at home?
No, that's the energy that I take it. Like, take your medicine so you can fucking calm down.
Oh, wow.
Do you know what I mean? Like, that's the energy.
Oh, my.
That comes
I would
forward.
like to change that framework if you'd be willing.
That is exactly
Let's change that framework.
Okay, let's do it right now.
Right now.
Right now.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Right here, right now.
There, it's changed.
And done, D Crocodile.
And scene.
So let's go back to transition, because if you use the shower as a transition, you're stepping into a portal, or you're moving from point A to point B, some transition somehow. And a lot of us, we just went through Tower Moment style shit.
Yeah.
We're looking for a transition.
Yeah.
So what I just heard you say was partaking in some sort of grounding. I'm not saying, let's all go smoke a bunch of weed, but what you're saying is, I found this to be my first step. So what is your first step in grounding? Maybe it's tasting chocolate, or tasting or smelling incense, or feeling a hard stone in your hand, a black jet onyx, or a red jasper, or a hematite, or a shungite, or something more heavy or very intentional. What is the first step to you grounding, and how can you utilize that for your transition?
Me?
Well, or anybody. I'm just saying this is a practice that you can utilize if you're transitioning.
Here's the biggest demon that's against the transition and the grounding. Your fucking phone.
Tell. Oh, bleh.
Yeah.
Why is that the demon?
The phone.
That's the devil. That's your drift.
Yep.
You drift off.
That's my temptation. The phone keeps me up in my head. It literally. Ensnares me.
Oh, like the devil card. It's ensnaring.
Yes, I've been ensnared by my phone and my behaviors around my phone. So I find myself almost unable to pull myself away from it. Like my husband, I'm going to bed. You want to come? And I'm like, yep, I'll be there in 5 minutes. And then the next thing I know, it's tomorrow.
Shut the front. Oh my goodness, God. I mean.
Yeah.
So, okay. Yeah.
So
holding space for that.
Yeah. So I think taking a shower or stepping into some water or doing some kind of grounding practice every single night would be my first step.
Even that's the way out of your.
Or how about this?
Hurtful habit.
How about this? Fine. Be on the phone. Hold a fucking hematite while you're doing that.
Oh.
Hold a jet, an onyx, an obsidian. Do something.
Start somewhere.
So that you can at least start snapping yourself out of that, ensnarement.
Ooh, it is now.
Yeah, it is.
Snap out of the ensnarement. And create some stability for yourself and spirituality.
Yes.
Right? Because when you step into that water, you can then get into the, as we talked about, energetic boundaries.
Yeah.
I feel like grounding helps so much in keeping energetic boundaries as well.
Yes.
So when you are looking to create stability or because I guarantee, and I'm just speaking for my own self, I guarantee that there are times when you're on that phone and you're scrolling or you're talking or you're ensnared and you are so fucking aware that you are ensnared in this moment and you think, girl, what the fuck are you doing? Oh, so do you think fuck it instead of what the fuck are you doing?
It depends on how tired I am or what is surrounding it. Like, for example, like if So
if fuck enters the chat, what the fuck am I doing? Or fuck it. Anything like that.
Yeah.
If
the
word fuck enters the chat, it's time to snap your ass out of that.
Okay.
Diddy dat kitty cat.
Yeah, I like it.
And the way you're going to do that is by showing up for yourself in a grounding motion. You get to make the choice to no longer step out of the ensnarement.
Yes. I think that's a good practice anyway. I don't want to belabor the phone thing, but I do think the phone is a really, really big smoke screen to our health, our mental health, et cetera, et cetera. So there's a
preach it. Say it louder for the people in the back.
That's what I even say to my teenagers. I'm like, that's fine. If you want to scroll on your phone, that's fine. Just go sit in the fucking driveway and do it. Go sit in a tree and scroll.
Go sit uncomfortably somewhere.
Yeah.
Because
scroll.
you are making your brain so uncomfortable in this moment. So have your physical match your emotional.
Yes. And I think it's so hard to not do something. It's easier to do something. So instead of going, I'm not going to go on my phone tonight. Instead it's, I'm going to sit and do a grounding practice tonight.
Sure.
Like, and I know
or go sit in the grass and do it. At least get some electromagnetic relief.
Yeah, at least buffer some of those EMFs.
Right.
Sit outside, sit in the breeze, sit in the sun and do it.
Yeah, create a cushion, a buffer. That's a good place to start. Fuck, that's a great framework too.
Yeah.
That's a good place to start. If you're going to scroll your phone, get your ass outside and sit on the grass and do it.
Yeah.
Or sit in the sunshine or do something that's going to offset in some way, shape, or create some rebalancing act.
I love it. Riri. You're the re and the Oreo. Recalibrate.
Yes. Realign. So what I want to go back to is the framework, because you asked me to do the framework with you.
Yeah.
So let's reframe the I'm doing this because I'm wrong, because I'm bad, or because I need to just calm the fuck down and shut the fuck up and ground it. And but that mindset of you're grounded is almost like a disciplinary action that you are creating the framework to do to yourself over and over and over.
And eventually, your inner self is going to go, fuck you, I'm doing what I want.
Oh, the fuck has entered the chat again?
The fuck has entered the chat. Eventually that teenage self is going to be like, I'm going to do what I want. I'm a grown-up. I pay my bills.
I don't give a damn about my damn.
Yeah, that's exactly.
So, to reframe that, to remix it, to break that record and introduce a new one, when you are feeling the pull to partake in plant medicine or feeling the pull to partake in something that you know is grounding but might have a stigma attached to it or a framework attached to it, how can we reframe it to say, this is something I'm doing as a stepping stone for myself to then get to a place of more presence, more focus, more spiritual connection, more calibration, more balance, more right here, right now vibration. So then therefore I can be opening a gate to not being so afraid of the grounding or the being present. Because like you said, when I'm all up in my feels and all up in my higher chakras and all up in my worries and fears and visualizations of what if and oh my God, how could what, blah, 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 bringing it back down to a moment where, because you said that scares the crap out of you.
Well, yes.
But partaking in some motion to balance the fear to then put you in a space of more focus or more willingness to
more
deal
reasonable.
with, right? In a space that is less stingy or less swirly.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the reframe that I'm working on here. And
Yeah.
grounding is a great practice. But like I said, you have to have one starting point. Yeah. And like it could be, here's some starting points for you. Okay. If you have things that you are stingy and need to deal with.
Yes.
Need to deal with, get to deal with, however you want to frame it. Starting with a crystal, starting with sunshine, starting with barefoot earthing on the ground, starting with something elemental, starting with bathing, salt bath, starting with being in your pool or the ocean or a river, putting your feet in a lake, doing something, like I said, doing something with the elements. You could utilize fire, so doing a bonfire or a candle gazing.
Well, I was going to say, last night we sat on the deck with a fire table. We ripped her up for the season last night. So
there you go. Ooh,
girl,
bringing it out on this spring. Ting, ting, ting.
So yeah, I think you're right. I think bringing in, I love that, bringing in the elementals.
Bringing, doing a hike or going on a very intentional walk or doing something called rooting, right? Where you visualize your root from your root chakra going through all the layers of the earth and creating a grounding cord.
Okay.
And these visualizations, they're so fucking powerful, because when you see your energetic cord going through the soil, because a lot of people just stop at the soil, right? Like, I'm rooted, I'm like a tree.
Yes.
But if you were to think about going through the mantle, going through the crust,
and ending up in
the
core, in Peru, all the way across.
Do Peru through the the world.
Isn't that what's right through the center of the earth? I think it's Peru.
Is it from where we are?
Yeah, they say when we were kids, it'd be like, oh, they're digging to China, but I think literally it's Peru.
Okay. So get your Peruvian vibes on. Go dig your root all the way down there. Down, baby. And that adds to your magnetism, right? Because you are connecting to the magnets, the world, natural the earth and Gaia. Not even in like a literal sense of the earth. You are also connecting to the energy of Gaia.
So now let me ask you a question. If you find yourself in a place where you are so ungrounded that you are all fire bad, tree pretty, that's where I'm at. Oh. So like grounding and
I've never heard that.
Fire bad, tree pretty?
I've never heard that be used before.
I just went, what? It's actually a line from Buffy.
Oh, that's why you brought it out.
But it's very, meaning you're so mentally overwhelmed. You're so spiritually overwhelmed. You're so emotional, everything overwhelmed that like sitting on the ground feels like too big of emotion.
Sure. Could you shake or jump or wiggle or
or
waggle?
That's where I'm at.
Okay.
So not saying anything against that. So I feel like grounding needs to be a 101, 201, 301.
Oh, 101, 102, 103, 201, 203?
Yeah,
612.
Level. Level 1, level 2, level 3. And so I'm in level 0, not even at level 1. I'm in the actively fighting the grounding practice still. Okay. And so for me, fire bad, tree pretty. That's about as mental as I can get in the grounding.
You want super simple ways.
Very
simple.
Here's so one simple I got for that you like literally would teach a toddler this.
Can you eat sweet potatoes?
Oh, it's a lot of preparing.
Okay.
Unless I can eat it raw.
Yeah. I mean, potato, sweet potato, carrots.
Yes, anything that comes from the ground.
Anything that comes from the ground. Do you like beets?
No.
I'm not a beet. As an earth sign, as a Taurian earth sign, I don't like beets either. They taste like dirt.
And throw up.
And I don't know about throw up. I just feel like they taste like dirt, but maybe that's exactly what I need. Maybe that's the, it's going to be uncomfortable, but it's a very amazing root practice.
One thing I will say is that I do have a vitamin supplement that I take for iron support. That's beetroot.
There you go.
And what's funny is...
Or take a beet supplement.
But here's what's interesting. I've been avoiding it.
Turnip the beets. Have you... You've been avoiding it.
Not consciously.
But consciously, subconsciously, totally consciously. Okay. Well,
I'm not like,
girl, what you doing?
I don't know. I need some iron. I need some iron. But I've just noticed, I just am in this realization moment. So thank you for having this with me.
I love it.
I've noticed that I've been avoiding it. So it's really interesting that...
Because there are simple ways of beginning these grounding practices in ways that you already know.
Yes.
So thinking about what are you avoiding? Yeah. Obviously, we're avoiding sitting on the grass. So earthing is not it.
Yes. But taking off my shoes and walking barefoot,
that'll do
a little easier.
That'll do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Provided I don't have to untie my shoes.
Okay. Grabbing a red jasper and just feeling it, or putting it on your heart chakra,
or wearing a hematite ring at all times.
Or wearing a hematite ring, sure.
Yes.
Like some oils, maybe some cedar, some cypress.
Yeah.
Thinking about our arbor vitae is a great one.
Oh yes.
Just thinking of those very strong, earthy vibration.
Yes.
Getting down and dirty with that.
Yeah.
Planting things.
Drinking tea.
Sure, absolutely.
Yes.
Drinking tea is one of them, and that's a grounding practice because you're not only present to what you're putting in your tea, yes. whether it's earth, it's plants, it's earth. Coming from Mother Gaia. Yeah. Not only that, but the process and the practice of drinking it, of creating it, of making it, of the feeling of the warmth or the cold down your throat, down into your root.
The smell of it.
Right.
The tea that
wearing red.
Wearing
red or yellow or orange for your lower chakras. Because it's your lower chakra. I feel that the heart chakra separates the lower chakra from the upper chakras.
I would agree.
So, digging into your heart space, really feeling that self-love, self-worth, and also forgiveness, like the heart chakra does that. And then adding to that by igniting the sacral, the solar plexus, and the root.
Yes. Love that. Here's a tiny side bay. Also, it's
like side bay.
It's 10:11.
Okay.
Nothing happened.
Okay.
So you know.
Got you.
But here's a little side bay. Did you know why witches wear black hats?
Oh, do tell. Tell our listeners.
Actually, I did some little research on this.
Ooh, some educate.
So, because here's what's interesting. I, for years and years, have worn a black fedora. I don't know why, I just do. I like
just
it.
You.
Whatever. But I found out that witches wore black hats partially because to protect their crown chakra, to ground them. So witches have a tendency...
To ground the crown?
Yes. So ultimately... Witches were known for wearing all black because it was a grounding thing and it was a protective thing.
Ooh.
So they wore black hats as a way, it means to protect their crown chakra.
Very nice.
And I've noticed that because of what I do for a living. So I'm a hairstylist and I own my own studio and I work on people all day. I work on their crown chakras. Think
yes,
about
you
it.
do. We've talked about this.
And so I pick up people's downloads and also they pick up my downloads.
And especially as a water sign, you're much more apt to that too. Wow.
Yes. So I find myself wearing hats, fedoras. I have them all in all colors, but ultimately my black is my favorite.
Yeah.
And so, but I never realized why I instinctively did that. So that was a really cool realization of like, wow, I'm self-medicating.
Sure.
Just in my clothing.
But you are creating a simple grounding process and practice without even being aware of it until maybe this moment.
Yes. And when I realized that that's where the history of somewhat, I'm sure there's a further history.
I also heard that it channeled because it was in the tip. It channeled points.
Yes. And then that's what I was just going to say, because actually, but ultimately the color black being the protective amulet, if you will.
I always feel a deep need to dress in, because in Taurus season you also have the new moon of Taurus, obviously, which is coming up, but the full moon of Scorpio.
Woo! Here
which is coming up on May 1st, which is also Biotina, which is the fertility festival of fire. So that is, kind of like the mid peak of spring.
Okay.
So we've got a lot of that energy, and we'll be doing a phenomenal sex magic episode for the full moon of Scorpio. But I must say that, as a Taurus, because Scorpio is my opposite, I feel the desire to wear all black during the full moon of Scorpio. And I think it has a lot to do with the sinking into the deeper protective vibrations. So I can absolutely feel that.
Okay.
Head to toe black, or like I said, root, wearing something red.
Yes.
Would also be a reminder of root chakra. Like I also mentioned, salt baths, taking Epsom salt baths, connecting the water with the earth, the salt.
Yep. Always.
Creating a sensual bath is a great grounding practice. Yes. Clearing yourself and your energy when you're in the shower. We've talked about that. I feel like a lot of the practices of keeping your boundaries and making sure you're not leaking energetically, grounding and energetic leaks are like sisters.
Yes.
Where one creates help for the other.
Yes.
Because you creating a grounding practice and being more intentional in your body creates its own aura of protection around you anyway.
Gotcha.
And also when you're connecting into Mother Gaia, she is protecting you and remembering the stability and the solidarity you have with the mother and the power of her as well.
Yes.
So anything with salt, anything with, like I said,
herbs,
salt
baths, herbal.
Yeah, and those are just elemental things too. Where, like I said, sunlight, ocean, lake, river, doing Kundalini yoga, igniting that sacral chakra, protecting in your root. Any really exercise.
Yes.
I would say that a lot of times I love going into my exercise classes, but there are some times where I'm not present to the actual movement of my body, and I'm just going through the motions. Where, creating the intention of saying, I'm going to be much more present to my emotions, if not 100% to my emotions, and growing that practice.
Yes.
So I challenge not only to look at how, in which ways can I ground from maybe ideas that I've heard here, planting, being in the spring, we're going to be doing a lot of planting,
Yes.
a lot of seeding, a lot of getting our hands dirty,
Can't
digging
wait.
in the dirt,
Can't
getting
wait.
the fucking dirt under your nails. I love that feeling.
Yes.
I love that feeling so much. And just being present to the smells, the sounds, the tastes,
Yes.
the buzzing of the bees, the scent of spring emerging. You know, a lot of people are like, ugh, I don't like spring because it's dirty and it's mushy and it's, look.
I like it because it's so full of hope.
Bingo. The optimism. Grounding in earth creates that space of optimism and hope.
May I also point this out? I've struggled with anxiety. I live with anxiety. And one of the things I was told is that spring is a tricky time of year for people who struggle or who live with anxiety.
Oh.
Because when you ground in the spring, you're getting resistance. Because what's happening is the earth is pushing and you're trying to sit. So it's a very active grounding.
Oh,
actually.
my.
So when you sit on the ground and the earth is pushing up green underneath your ass, it's going to feel pokey.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
So grounding during spring can be a little chaotic. It can reveal
Crazy!
things. Yes, it can reveal things, I think, or trigger things. So I think that is what's tricky, but I don't think that's bad.
No, because that's what the release is. Like, so if you're meeting resistance or feeling resistance, that might be telling you, like, why are you resisting? You've said it multiple times that the thought of sitting on the ground and just letting go,
It's so
let it
interesting.
go. That is so cool that you brought that up, though, because you're feeling naturally, because you are connected into the cycles, you know, even connecting into the lunar cycles, connecting into your menstrual cycle. Those are grounding practices as well.
You know what else is, though? Sugar.
Sugar.
Sugar is grounding. It's not a great grounding, but sugar and alcohol are grounding.
Yeah, well,
but
I've been really seeing alcohol as a poisonous substance lately.
I think that alcohol, you know, I have no judgment of alcohol.
Sure.
I think it is, I personally don't enjoy the taste myself, so I don't enjoy or partake. I would be much more likely to have a muffin than an alcoholic beverage.
Sure.
Which makes me a cheap date, I'll be honest. But I don't want cheap muffins. I like my muffins.
You want the good muffins.
I want good muffins that are fresh.
Fresh ones. Yeah.
But
And
there are some things out there that are grounding that are not, can be used for bad.
yeah.
Sugar,
In
sex,
excess.
alcohol, etc.
Yeah.
Yeah. If
In
you're
excess.
the kind of person
Watch me. I give you watching me. Yeah.
yeah. If you're the kind of person that walks around and be like,
The devil inside.
I'd like to ground with
Devil
her a
inside.
little bit, or
Oh.
I'd like to ground with him. You know, then that might be like, okay, maybe don't use people that way.
Something just connected in my brain. The band In Excess has a song called "The Devil Inside." Every single one of us, the
you
devil
said in
inside.
excess the way you said that.
I know.
I didn't even realize what that meant.
Yeah,
I
the
just
band.
thought it was a bunch
In
of numbers
excess.
or letters. In
Oh,
excess.
that's not what you. That's what?
Okay, hold on. I just realized that
Begin
in
error,
excess
error,
means
In excess.
I didn't realize. I just thought it was a bunch of letters put together.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay. Okay.
Oh my gosh, that's great.
Okay.
Musical moment activated.
Yes, activated.
Thanks
it's
for
just
that.
it's just like your Till Tuesday moment.
Yeah, I love those ones. So challenges for this episode, because we're going to wrap it up. We've got about 6 minutes or so. Thank you for your time, your energy, your vibes, your laughs, your love, your comments. Sisters and misters, witches and wizards, we appreciate the space to talk freely and flowy like this and have these moments. How cool that this is happening in real time as we're recording.
I was just going to say thank you for being with me in my pewy state today.
Pew pew, and you stink too.
I know. It's okay.
But no, the challenges, I wanted to bring it back, where we challenged you to let us know your favorite misheard lyrics.
Yep.
Also the challenge to, if you should accept, take what you need, the rest you can leave. Looking at your life already and what are subconscious ways you're already showing up to ground. Yes. And now being present to those because they're already in your daily life, in your rituals and your routines. But then also thinking about what are ways that I can step into more grounding practices intentionally with just that one step.
Yes.
Start with one step and then it gets easier and easier because grounding is the practice of bringing yourself back home.
Yes.
Back to your own safety, your own protection, because you're showing up for yourself and your senses that you get to plug into.
Right.
Your taste, your touch, the taste of cotton. The fabric of our lives.
Ooh,
yeah, I don't know. I don't know where that came from. The touch, the feel of cotton. That's where it was.
No, that's You Got the Look. Doesn't Prince have like a touch
yes.
song? What's
well, he's got a bunch of touch songs.
Yeah.
You got the look.
Yeah.
That was Roxette.
Right.
What was okay, so you were thinking of the Prince one. You walked in, I woke up.
There you go.
I've never seen a pretty girl look so tough, baby. You got that look. That was a good one. Okay. That was kind of a deep cut. I'm proud of you.
Are you?
I am.
Okay.
I'm proud of you.
I did know that one.
On that note, thank you. Thank you, Ace, for showing up in your space. Thanks for Ace for showing up in your space.
Ooh.
I love your motherfucking face.
In your space.
Thank you, witches and wizards, boys and girls, diamonds, pearls, freaks, geeks, and magical peeps for being a part of the Magic is Messy collective. Thank you for listening, for sharing, for subscribing. Like I said, reach out. Let us know your favorite misheard lyrics. Let us know what grounding means to you. Let us know some practices that you utilize to ground.
It's so lovely when people comment, even if they comment and said,
Cassie. I loved hers with the limestone and the Jenga bricks from the last episode. Cassie, shout out.
We love the feedback. We love the atta girls. We love the, hey, what if you did it this way next time? Like, we love that stuff. So please don't feel free to reach out if we're here. If the mood strikes,
we're ready to rebound with you.
Right.
Let's play the game. We'll stay the same. Magic, make a genuine intentional change.
Yes.
Hey,
we're all together. We're learning from you as much as you're learning from us.
Bingo, absolutely. All right, that's all I've got. Ace, what do you have?
I just have gratitude.
Gratitude
makes the world go
round. Huzzah. So does whimsy.
Yes, it's true. Now, why has nobody written a song about gratitude? We should write one.
There's plenty of songs about gratitude.
Are?
Yeah. We're gonna share some then.
Thank you, India. Thank you, Tara. Thank you.
Dido, thank you.
No, that's Alanis.
Nope, that's Alanis. I know, but there's also Dido, thank you.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
She said thank you.
Thank you for letting me be myself again. Little Sly and the Family Stone there. Okay. Yeah, we got some thank you songs.
I love it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, sisters and misters, that is it. My name is Kitty D, and this is Ace in Your Face. Thank you so much for being here with us. Thank you. Let's seal our episode. Ready and break. Thank you. We look forward to seeing you again for the next moon, and we will be doing a sex magic episode for the full moon.
Oh boy.
Ready for that?
Strap on.
Rock on with your bad self. Thank you so much.
See you soon.